Oh, just having full blown conversations over here.
Yeah, it's natural, organic.
Do you want it
Nice.
1, 2, 3, go, or now we just start?
We just talk.
start. Hi, welcome to the first revamp of Turn On My Mic podcast. Today we have some special guests. As you guys don't know, we are in the north side, right?
It's the south side.
South side of Pan Asian Center. If you guys don't know already, you guys been open for 2-3 months now.
We started in
4 months?
May.
May.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
about 4 months.
yeah. Pack itself
Yeah.
has been alive for 4 months, but the property here was acquired back in 2023.
But yeah, if you guys don't know, they are located at the Maplewood Mall. I forgot what the address was. What 301?
2001 White Bear Avenue, Maplewood, Minnesota 55109.
Yeah, sounds about right. You wanna introduce?
So here we have Lily and Fue Xiong. They have stepped into the role of Pack. And for the people that don't really know you guys, can you guys introduce yourselves and give a little backstory about you guys, about yourself?
Any one of you guys could go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
Me
first.
Okay. Well, first off, hi, welcome. Hi, you guys. My name is
I
Fu.
promise we're not nervous.
We're definitely not nervous. So my name is Fu. You guys, I can go by Fuji's fine. Fu or Fuji is fine. I picked up Fuji when I was studying abroad in Thailand. What funny story there. I picked it up because the Thai people there couldn't say Fu, so they just said Fuji, and it kind of just stuck like that, and it just went like that all the way into.
What's your role here at Pan?
Right now, I am.
He's our operations manager.
I think I'm
he does everything
operations
on the
manager.
floor.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gotta make it work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he handles a lot of our retail, and then also when contractors come in, he talks to them. So then for me, I'm more of like community engagement and marketing director for Pan Asian Center. I also work at Hmongtown Marketplace. I'm the marketing director there. So if you don't know, Pan Asian Center is basically like Hmongtown's baby. So it started off at Hmongtown first. Hmongtown Marketplace, the one that's on Como Avenue. We've been around for about 20 years, 23 years. And then when we decided that we wanted to expand, we actually came into the former Sears space here. And it was vacant for about 8 to 9 years before we purchased it back in 2023. And then we actually... So when we actually had the Sears, we already worked with the architects and got to the point where we screened our restaurants. We kind of knew who our restaurant vendors were already, our restaurant tenants were. And then we got to the merchandise area, and there was only like maybe 20 spaces. And we were like, that's not going to work because we have 500 people who are interested.
That's right.
So what do we do? And so that's when Macy's came and said, hey, we're going to go for sale. Do you guys want us? And so that's why we decided.
Oh, so they approached you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
But I do want to say that the space in the Sears here is about 100,000 square feet, so it's like a big space. But
Yeah.
the community wanted a little more.
I think when we were just doing the drawings, it just like, yeah.
Most of because we would have these, I guess, public or these private showings,
Yeah.
and people voiced that they wanted more space, more restaurants, more merchandise,
everything. So
more
we're just
everything.
like,
So we're like,
okay.
okay, so then constantly relaying that information back to the architect. It's
There's a lot of back
there's
and
a lot of work, and then finally the Macy's is like, hey guys, we're for sale. You guys want to buy? So then we jumped on it. We had a group.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure
group.
too.
We're not really part of those conversations. But then we ended
okay.
up buying Macy's too.
Yeah.
You guys,
For me at Pan Asian Center, though, what I do is, I kind of curate the events. I do a lot of the marketing, but I feel like it's such a big scope that I need to expand our team a little bit on that.
you guys
But,
feel
yeah.
obligated to be like responsible, like to hear out what the people wants, Because originally you guys probably thought about this size, but then people kept asking for more and more, so you guys cater to their needs and demands.
Yeah, I think so. I think being kind of, well, for my father-in-law, Toua Xiong, he's the owner of Hmongtown Marketplace and also part owner of Pan Asian Center. For him, his vision is he really wants to include everyone. And I think we just don't have people in the community. Like there's a lot of ideas, but nobody to take that on. And so he kind of wanted to take that on.
That role, that challenge. Like if you know, like imagine if let's just say the project is like $100 million, right? And then they're like, hey, Peng or Fue, you know, you guys think you guys want to take on that project, $100 million, carry on your shoulders. And if you succeed, then it's great. But if you fail, then, you know, the community, they look at you and be like, wow, this one guy, he failed, you know, ha 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 ha. But
I think we do feel like it's a responsibility for us because we want to be able to make sure that everybody has a place. But of course, we can only do as much as we can.
We started with Hmongtown, you know? Yeah. Hmongtown was, I mean, I grew up in Hmongtown. Hmongtown was our baby, you know? And now, 20 years later, you know, the baby is
an adult now.
Right? And the baby is, the baby is now functioning. You know, it's everything, it's like, it's working. Everything works now, you know? Sure, there are the, you know, like, if you really think of it, like, if the bathrooms, there's damage to the bathrooms or anything, it's like the human fingernails that, you know, needs to be clipped, right? It's just like, you know, just the maintenance, you know? It's just like stuff like that you have to do.
Yeah. Talking about Hmongtown, I want to talk about the journey, right, for you, especially you. So when you guys, when you get older, what made you want to like step in the role of what you're doing now at Hmongtown and Pan?
Okay, so
like,
to answer that question,
is it legacy or is it more like what made you like, hey, I want to step in this role? Como and here.
Okay, well, first off, I guess to answer that question, we had to start at Hmongtown, like what you said. So Hmongtown, when we started, Hmongtown was a baby. I was a baby. I was a kid. I didn't know anything. We first opened Hmongtown in 2004. By the time I was like, you know, maybe 11, 12.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what or where it is. To translate that in English, you don't know where the poop smells from, you know, and you don't know where the poop is smelling from. So you don't really know what is happening, you know, like you just see this operation and you think that, you know, it's going to be handed down to you, but that's not as easy as that. You'd have to work for it. Now, how did I get into where I am now, or into like, you know, legacy, or, you know, stepping into a role, into these shoes where I can say, you know, or be proud of Hmongtown, or to even like say that I run Hmongtown. It's I don't know, you just kind of just watch the big guy, you know, and you watch him every day. He does his work every day, and you're just like, wow, you know, like you deal with so much headache, but yet you do this. Why? His answer is because it's for the community. You know, our Hmong people, we really don't have.
We don't really have anything.
We don't have anything. I mean, you know, like, okay, can't speak of Hmong village, only Hmongtown. Okay.
Yep.
We don't have. Our Hmong people, we don't have. I mean, like, just we don't have a Thai town. I mean, you know, obviously there's Thai town, Japan town, right, and stuff like that. But we don't have an actual Hmong town, you know. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot of big entrepreneurs, you know, out here in the community, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and you know. But if they really wanted to come together to really create a Hmong town, would they really do it? I don't think they would.
Well, and also it could just depend on their life as well. Whatever scope in life they want to do, it's completely up to them. But I think what Fu is trying to say is that the whole reason why Hmongtown started was because we wanted a space where Hmong people can do business, have a community, you know, go to a place where they can get things that works for their bodies and for them. And I think that's where Hmongtown is successful. And for Fu and himself, why do you want to feel like you want to fill in? Do you feel like you want to step in and fill in your dad's shoes? Why do you feel like it's important for you to, you know, do what you do right now?
I don't know. It's kind of just like, it kind of just comes with it, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
It just kind of like, you know, I mean, I'm the son of the big guy, you know? So it's like, if you're not going to do it, then does his legacy just end here? Like, after he achieves Hmongtown, does it just end? Is that it? there's no more Hmongtown 2.0. To me, I'm just like, no, I have such a. To me, I'm just like, oh man, like I don't want it to just end like that. I want it to really be known. I feel I wanted to carry it up, like
Yeah.
as far as I can go, and then meeting my awesome partner.
Fu's really humble, but I think okay, so for me, when I see Fu, what I really see is like he sees everything that his dad has gone through. Like when they're little, they had to be in the jungle and everything. They had to like go across the whole Mekong River and then get here, and then just seeing how hard his dad has worked throughout the past years, it would be. I don't want to say it would be a shame, but it would just be like a lost opportunity if he doesn't step up and really take on the task of passing on his legacy,
Yeah.
or like moving it forward, to see it just stop. It just would be like all his hard work, all the time that he ran through the jungle, all the time that he crossed the river, all the time that, he faced discrimination, all the times that he had gotten fired, like that would have all gone to waste. And I think for Fu, he just feels like, I don't know. How do you feel about that? You tell. I don't want to speak for you.
No, I mean, you're my other half, so correct. You are correct. You just have to keep it alive,
Yeah.
It's really hard to explain it, but it's like, like, got you on, you don't do it,
Yeah.
then
Who is?
and it's you're just gonna let it crumble. You're just gonna let it just fall, like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what it is. I might not have answered your question like 100%.
It's
but,
there.
Talk about legacy. I do strongly feel like
Yeah.
if you put a wall right here, I'll punch the wall. If I break my hand, so be it. But that's how
Yeah.
like passionate I am about
Yeah.
the project and my
I-
dad's.
Sorry, I feel like I'm saying a lot for you, but I just want to say for me, when we go and travel outside of the country and we go to all these places, it looks really nice. People speak their own languages. You see the writing, it's in their own language, all the characters. But here, even though like we have a Hmongtown or like Hmong village or all these spaces, but you go into the space, they speak your language, but you don't like, you still see English writing. So for me, it's like, oh, when I go to those places, I feel so happy that I'm there because this experience is new, but I feel so sad because we don't have a
Yeah.
country. And so for me, I'm just gonna say for me, the reason why I want to see this moving forward is because I want to have a place where Hmong people will go to, they'll see their writing, but I also want it to be a place where somebody who may be from, I don't know, South Korea or Japan, they go and they'll see like, oh yeah, like I can resonate with this place. I can see how things are connected. So for me, that's why it's important for me.
Yeah, I kind of just want to throw out there that I mean, I know there's a lot of like, some funny bad, I wouldn't say bad, but some funny things like, Hmong fights and stuff like that, Don't focus on the bad stuff. Always focus on the positive because for some, when the time actually comes for like, funerals or weddings, for some reason, Hmong people are always stronger together.
Yep.
Like, no matter what, no idea what it is. Sure, everybody always laughs at like, oh, they're fighting at the July 4, and stuff like that. But we're just like, it's so funny that they're doing that. But like, it's crazy because when there's like weddings and stuff like that, everybody's so much stronger together. Like it's so. Again, I'm not focusing on the negative stuff. I want it to be known that Hmong people, when we are if we really truly help one another, we can really make things work because gatherings.
Yeah, when we eat, it's all from the same
weddings.
pot. We always
Exactly.
have those really huge cooking pots.
Yeah.
When you see that there's no big pot like that, that's when you know, like, oh,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
we don't have. But when you go to gatherings, there's still that huge pot that they always cook. There's like 3-4 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, that's
Like there really is love, so when this goes out to the community, Hmong community here, try not to focus on the bad stuff. Sure, everybody has bad stuff, but just think about, move past that. The bigger picture is that when we really like really just come together to and the Grinch, when they
Yep.
sing they all
At
hold
the
hands.
end, they're singing
They
Christmas
sing
tree.
the song.
Yeah.
It's like that, and then we all just like we do really get a lot stronger when we're together.
All right. So sorry. We're on
No,
such
no,
a
no,
tangent.
it's good.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
good.
Tangent.
I was gonna ask Lily the same thing, but she already answered it.
Yeah.
But you getting married into the family, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying all, not trying to get attacked here. Not all Hmong women, but some Hmong women, right, don't usually get involved with the. They're more like independent. The word I guess is independent. They want
Mhm.
to do their own thing.
And that's good
What
for
made
them too.
you want to be a part of Hmongtown and Pan Asia? Don't attack me. I'm just asking a question.
No, I think that for a lot of, well, I think being a nya is really hard because you have a lot of responsibilities
Yeah.
on your shoulder.
That's what I mean too.
Yeah,
You have a lot.
you have
a lot
of
responsibility.
responsibility on your shoulder, and it's particularly challenging for Hmong women to say no. When you say no, then everybody judges you. You know, like the minute you say no, it's like, oh, she's a bad nya, or oh, sometimes it's like that. For me, the reason why I am so involved, I don't see it as like my responsibility as a nya. I really see it because I want to see the vision come to life.
Yeah.
And I think for some women, for some Hmong women, like they have every right to do what they want. You know,
Mhm.
it's their life. They could do whatever they want. For me in particular, it's my life. So for me, I just want to be a part of it because I really see the vision. I really want to have a place where we can really all go and connect and feel like we have our own country. It just so happens that it aligns. And I think just knowing for my family as well, we always grew up for my family, we always grew up and my dad would always say like, hey, how do you guys want to impact the world? How do you guys, what kind of print do you want to leave on this earth? What kind of person do you want to be? And for me, I want to be a part of that group that really takes us somewhere. And I think this is when I evaluate my life, I think like, yeah, do I want to be the person who can just be quiet and live a quaint, comfortable life, or do I want to be part of the people who are the pioneers and do something big? And I just thought like, yeah, I want to be able to be a part of that group that creates something so much bigger. You know, that's how I want to connect with the world. I feel like that's why I was placed on this earth, to be able to help bring this to life.
She has gone out to
Yeah.
work for
Yes, I
other
have.
businesses.
Mhm.
For me, I think because we have kids, it was so hard because when you come into a family where it's a family business and literally like you're always with your family, it doesn't even feel like you're working. You literally feel like you're just with your family, and people just come up, you just have conversations, and that's it. And like your kids are there, you get to be with your kids all the time. When I went out to work outside of the family, it was so hard because my son, my firstborn, he would always be like, mommy, 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 and he would cry, and I would just feel so bad, like, sorry kid, I can't talk to you right now, I'm working. But I think that was what really drove me. Was one, I wanted to be close with my family, and two, I wanted to be able to show my kids like I can still have time for them when I'm working too. Like even now, we bring our kids to work with us every single day, but I can still see them. Like I can go see them anytime that I want, and if I wanted to take them with me, I could take them anytime I want.
Yeah, family's important.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so I do want to add though, my parents are not very like crazy traditional.
Yeah,
So they're not like
I'm very fortunate. I feel very lucky.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
they're
Oh,
not
okay.
they're
Yeah.
not like that, they
We
understand that
definitely have.
times evolving, time changes, people have to evolve, you can't be stuck.
So, looking back, what stands out to you guys from like, what stands out the most? Pressure, excitement. Of course, you guys said sadness about leaving kids behind while you're working. Once this place is successful, what's the one thing that you guys will look back on? Like I said, pressure, excitement, sadness, all in between. Let's say like 5 to 10 years from now. and it happens?
For me, do you want me to go first?
Hey, you go first.
Yeah, it could be both for you guys.
For me, I feel like 5 to 10 years from now, when I look back and I see like all of this, I would think like, wow, I can't believe you actually did all of that. Like, it's so really over. Like, there's so many things, so many meetings, so many different pieces that we have to put together. It's very, very, very hard. But it's fun because we get to do it together. For me, when I look back, I'm gonna think like, wow, you're so crazy. I can't believe you put your whole body through that while raising 2 kids.
Yeah, that's crazy. Lily had, I would just say,
No, there was times where like every when we first started Pack, when it was like just like right at the very beginning, like probably in March or April, dude, we couldn't even survive the ride from Hmongtown to Pack. There was like 10-15 minute ride because we were all so sleep deprived.
we were
It was
pulling,
so hard.
we're pulling like 12 to like almost 14-hour shifts.
Yeah,
So
couldn't
we live
like
10 minutes from here, but
literally like 3-4 hours of sleep every single night.
Highway 36.
Please don't
the
fall
kids are
asleep. Please don't
sleeping
fall
already,
asleep.
and we drive 2 separate cars, and we have to call each other and be like, "Hey, are you asleep? No.
Yeah.
Hey, are you asleep?
We
No.
gotta be like,
You better stay
slap
awake.
yourself a little bit.
Yeah,
He
you
would be
better
slapping
stay-
myself. For me, I was like trying to
And
sing
if
myself
the
awake.
Phone line goes quiet. You better wake the other
Yeah.
person up. Sometimes you swerve a little bit,
Yeah.
and then that's when you know that your partner is.
During
Yeah.
that time where you guys are trying to keep each other awake, like in terms of responsibility, like why was those days so critical? That because like you guys are your own boss. I mean, you guys still work for your dad, but there's no like it's not like a traditional job office where like you're gonna get yelled at your big boss if you don't show up in time. Like, why did you have to like show up on time or like be there? Like what are the critical part of those stages where it felt like I was on your shoulder? Like, okay, this is our responsibility. We have to do this, or else it's not gonna make it.
So number one, with the start setting standards, so that way in the future when we have employees, then we've been through that, so we can train. I don't want to call them employees anymore. It just doesn't sound too nice. I'm gonna call them associates. Associates are a nicer word, and it sounds
Mhm.
a lot better. So my associates, one, if you start showing up early on time, before work and stuff like that, then you start training your body mentally mentally and then physically training your body, right, to get up early and stuff like that. And then that way, you can start training your associates to do the same. Number 2 was I forgot the question.
So the reason why it's important for us is because if we don't do the work, who is? Because really, it's just our family.
Oh, that's right.
It's just
That's
our family
right.
running it. Besides Toua and Tou, which is our owners.
That's right.
It's literally
We-
the kids, the wives, and that's it.
That's
So
right.
you guys really felt it like if
And
we
the
don't do it,
brother-in-laws.
it's not
Yeah.
gonna get done.
Yeah.
That's right.
If
That's
nobody
right.
is doing it, nobody's gonna get it done. It's just all on us.
That's
And
right.
if the weather succeeds or fails, it's really on our shoulders.
That's right.
That's why there's been nights where we sleep at Pack because we needed to finish stuff up.
Oh man, and that
Those
there's a story about that one night.
We won't talk about it though.
It's just,
talk
sometimes when
about it.
people work at your regular jobs, they don't need to worry about that stuff because the paychecks coming in,
Yeah.
the big boss worry about that stuff. But like for us, or like for you guys,
Yeah.
or entrepreneurs, it really falls on you guys.
Yes.
It does.
And this is do or die for us. If this doesn't work, it really is it. Like
Oh yeah,
yeah.
because that's one thing I was going to say. Because like some of you guys, I'm not sure some of your other family members, like some of them might have quit other jobs just to pursue this, right?
yeah.
That
It's like
Correct.
a do or die. Like
Yeah.
literally, there is
Correct.
no plan B.
Yeah, they've been pulled from their nice paying corporate jobs to come and work for free.
I mean, on the free will though, no pressure. We did really check in to make sure that, hey, are you sure you really want to do this? That we need the hands,
Yeah.
but we're not pressuring you because we're gonna have to do it regardless, right? So if you do quit your 9 to 5, which is totally
Yeah.
fine.
I think we've all had to sacrifice something because we all see the bigger picture and how this will impact our family, our kids, the future generations.
Even just the community.
Yep. And we want to be able to be those people to help bring it to life.
For the listeners and viewers that's probably gonna see this, that comes into Pan Asian Center, what is the day-to-day basis of, like, what do you guys do when you get in, the middle of the day and the end of the day? For the people that just come in and be like, oh, this looks just like Hmongtown, but they don't understand the behind the scenes of what you two do. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Thor's story. They heard it on the news, or they've been at the events and heard about it. What do you? They don't understand the background of what you guys do. What's the daily basis of what you guys do?
Okay, so I guess we'll start with me. So as an operations guy, one every morning I would wake up and then I have to make sure I get here before a certain time, and then I have to come in here, check to make sure our lights work, because if there was a overnight power shortage somewhere and then your lights don't work, then you have to get on top of that already. You can't have people in the building, especially customers in the building, if the lights don't work. And then after that, then I would turn on the lights, open up the doors for our associates to get ready for their day shift. And then after that, then we'll have to unlock all the doors. And after that, I would have to go and pop open the gate connecting our pack with the Maplewood Mall. And after that, that's when I can breathe a little bit. Once that is done, I have to make sure that all of the associates are in, and then every retail spot that that I own are covered. And then after that, I would then go and sit down and think about what needs to be done today and then moving forward. I can't do whatever needs to be done today has to be done today, and then the next couple days would have to be planned accordingly to get it done those next couple days. For big projects, like for example Illuminate, which is the light show behind us here, we have to plan accordingly to who's gonna come in on what days to fix certain things and stuff like that. So it's a lot of planning, a lot of talking to a lot of people, and then just for me, just training, meeting general contractors, just walking around. If people don't show up, you have to cover for the show associates. If things are dirty, you have to be your own janitor. If somebody blows up the toilet, you have to be the guy to clean it up. So it's being flexible and being able to float everywhere. That's what I do.
For me, Fue usually leaves the house before me because I usually take the two kids, because usually the guys are the ones who open up the gates, so they have to be the ones who come and open. For me, I usually have to prep both babies and then take them with me, and then have them drop them to the babysitter, and then I have to start my meetings. I have marketing meetings. I have meetings for Hmongtown too. Because I go between Hmongtown and I go between Pan Center. So sometimes I have meetings there where I'm doing advertisement, planning events over there as well. And then at Pan Center, we have our own events at Pan Center as well. So I have to plan those events and future events with that. Checking in with our associates too. When Fue is not available too, then we would go and swap shifts with them for the stores that we own. And I don't know, things just get really hectic because one person comes in for a meeting, the next one. Our meetings, we have like 3, 4, 5 meetings every single day. So we're always, for me at least, I'm in meetings with people all the time.
It sounds so I guess talking about it sounds really easy, but when you're really doing it, there could be curveballs.
Your list just keeps adding up.
Yeah, it just keeps adding up, and then sometimes there's curveballs that just come at you and without you even knowing. Just
we can have our whole day plan, and then bam, our associates are sick, they cannot come in, so we have to swap everything around.
Yeah, and for example, one day when we had a big event at Pac North on the second floor, we had a event where it was Hmong Arts and Crafts, and we thought the building felt really cool. We thought that there was AC. It felt great. It turns out that, with the second...
It got really hot.
It got really hot. Why did it get really hot? Because, we didn't have the AC functions and stuff like that. So, with those kind of curveballs, right? That day, we had a total of maybe 4...
I don't remember the count.
Actually, I really don't remember the count, but it was pretty busy. Yeah,
we even had to go up to our own roof.
We had to, I had to go up there,
spray down all the dandelions,
AC units, and sprayed all down. Like when you again, when it comes to it, you can't have people doing it for you. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know. So it's you have to be ready for curveballs no matter what it is. Even though you have A through Z listed out and it sounds perfect, it looks perfect, but there might be a and then A-1 that's about to happen that you don't even know it's happening.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes there's like emergencies with our kids too, so we would have to tend to those right away.
Yeah.
Like one time, our oldest, he had like a huge cut on his foot, so we had to take him to the emergency room, and we had a couple meetings that day too, so those got pushed back.
Those got pushed back, and then But Lily's job is probably one of the hardest, and I honest with you, I would not be able to do it. She stays up to maybe 2 in the morning every day.
I have to stay up like
Every
2, 3,
day.
4 in the morning because I have to plan the branding strategies and stuff.
Oh.
Um,
And
because it's only me.
it's only her.
It's only me. We have a couple other people, but I would rather take all the harder work because I don't want to put that pressure on others.
yeah.
Especially since it's projects that have to do with our family, and if they have other things that they need to tend to right away, I don't want to take too much of their time. I think as far as your second question, I think there was a part where you were saying how people were saying that Pan Asian Center is kind of like another flea market. Right?
Yeah, I was just gonna go right into that right here.
Yeah.
So this segment, be as real as you can, right? if it's a question that you don't want to answer, you can always skip it. I don't mind it. But for me, right, when I first heard that Pan Asian was gonna open, I'm not gonna lie, I'm being real right now. I was like, oh, it's just another flea market. It's just another like another Hmong village or another Hmongtown. I love Hmongtown. Don't get me wrong, I love Hmongtown. It feels like it gives me the old school vibe of like you see your grandma, your mom, and people walking. But when Pan opened, I was one of those people too. Like, oh man, it's just another. It's nothing. It's just they're just buying this just to put Asian stuff and stuff like that. I'm being totally real right now.
Okay.
And
No, it's good. It's good.
yeah, but then
you know.
we were out one day. We decided, hey, why don't we just stop by and check it out? That's when we first met Lily. We talked to
Oh,
Lily,
Gotcha.
and then we weren't expecting to talk to your dad, Toua, and then he wasn't even supposed to talk to us. He just automatically talked to us, gave us a personal tour, showed us things that we're not even supposed to know. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to know.
They're fine. And we show everybody.
Yeah,
That's where everyone
showed us things on his phone.
You got
and
you
the
definitely got the
the
personal
whole
stuff.
package.
Yeah, you definitely
Just
got
me,
the personal tour.
to our buddy Now and his girl, and then after that, I was like, oh yeah, I see it. I see the vision. It changed how I saw this place. The vision, the way Thor just talked about it, I was like, yeah, it is true. Because for me as well, I always had it at the back of my head where our Hmong people, we need something. We need something big. But then I don't have the money to do that. I only have a voice and equipments to talk about it. But of course, there's going to be negatives and positives.
Right, that's right.
So basically, how do you guys feel when people say what I just said? This is just another flea market. This is just Hmong Village 2.0, Hmongtown.
I guess
Pretty sure you guys seen all the comments.
yeah, probably. Yes, we have seen. Yes, she's dealt with them personally.
Yes, I have. Go ahead. You
I
go
guess
first.
start with me. In a perfect world where there are no rules and regulations, where the city doesn't say anything, in a perfect world, in a perfect world, then sure, it would be 100% different. We'll start building things differently, and like things can just come up, walls can come up, glass can be put up. We can start breaking ground into the second floor, putting in those restaurants. We can definitely do all of that, but it's not as easy as that. It's hard. I've been in one of those meetings with the big boss and with other big bosses, and you just sit in there and there's all these. One, you can tell the atmosphere is different. Number two is like these questions, hard questions are thrown around, and it makes you just want to like vomit because the pressure is crazy. You're not just talking about like, I don't know, like just putting up a wall. You're really talking about how this is going to affect everything around you, how this building is going to be affected. You have to change zonings. You can't block certain things and stuff like that. And it's really it's tough. Now to answer your question, 2004 when we built Hmongtown, right? Literally, we did it ourselves, hand built it. We were like, smashing grounds by the big boss Toua and my oldest brother Ying. They were just smashing the ground to put in pipes to create these to put in pipes so they can connect it to the restaurants and stuff like that. So literally,
Hometown used to be a lumberyard.
Mongtown used to be a
geez.
lumberyard.
Yeah.
It used to
So
be a
we
lumberyard.
never. What Mongtown is now is
Really was built from the hands of Tool.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
my
he used to
father-in-law.
drive around and back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like
So like Mongtown really
They were
you-
digging
you
trenches,
know, digging all the
putting in
trenches. So you have to
pipes.
really get down and dirty, and you have to fight with the not really fighting with the city. You have to work with the city to get certain things done, and stuff like that. For example, like see the sprinkler heads up in the ceiling. The sprinkler heads, if they're ceiling tiles like this, right? For example, then the sprinkler heads have to be angled down. Now, let's say we remove all the sprinkler heads, remove all the ceiling tiles. Now we have to face all the sprinklers upwards like this,
Mhm.
and that is not simple because then you have to hire a company that comes in and they have to turn off all the water to the sprinklers.
Oh, they
And
have to
then
pull a permit first.
They have to pull a permit first for the city because the city has to know that you're about to do all this work, right? And then you have to turn off the water to the whole building or to the sprinklers. And then you have to empty all the sprinkler waters. And then after that, you have to uncap all the sprinklers, turn the sprinkler head upwards, and then refill it back up with water. And then that all has to go through the city. And then after that's done with the permitting, with the city, everything, city has to come on, check that the work is done by an approved company. Everything has to be signed off. And then, that's how things move forward.
And
It
of course,
seems like-
we do need that though.
yeah, but
because-
Yeah.
we're not cutting corners. Definitely not. Okay, we want to do everything right, and this is kind of that one chance to do everything right, and we can't afford to cut
But-
corners.
Basically, everything that Tua had done 20 years ago, we're redoing it again with a project in Maplewood. And since the cities are different, we are slowly trying to understand Maplewood's kind of requirements compared to St. Paul because it's just a little bit different. So that's a little harder. When people do say like, yeah, it's like it feels like another flea market, I can see that too. But I think that we have to remember that this isn't the final transformation. Like it's not the final phase.
We've only been alive for 4 months.
Yeah.
If we have, trust me, we sunk all our money into buying the building.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now we need to. If I was like, for example, if I hit like the Mega Million, right, at the Powerball, boom! Hey guys, whatever city says, just do it. I'm gonna throw money down. If a city
Yeah.
says it's gonna take like a couple days to apply for this permit or whatever, right? Because if you have money to back you up, then you can definitely start applying for all these permits. Whatever the city says, you can just do, and then you have that money to really just start construction, start doing everything, right? But it's a little harder than that.
Yeah, I feel like it is really discouraging and really sad. I be crying sometimes when I see those comments. But I think people just need to realize that it's it might look like that now, but you gotta have to really look around and really see when we're in there on the floor. When we interact with our tenants, everybody kind of has their own section. But when one person is out sick or like they need help to cover them, we're out there covering for them. We're not letting them just fend for themselves. Like we help them as much as we can, as much as we're possible. It really is a community out there. They'll be helping us, and we're really grateful. We'll be helping them. Everybody's giving each other pointers. We bring in events so that they can get some exposure. We collaborate with a lot of different organizations. We have like Tai Chi every single Sunday. So we really want it to be a place where people can come and hang out. And I think there are also like, I don't know, we're working on it. We know that it needs to, obviously this isn't how we want it to look like. We want it to be even better.
Definitely.
But we really have to take in consideration like all those permits of being like in regulations.
Everything has to be approved.
Yeah, with the city. We want to make sure that everything is right. And it's like they're saying like why did we choose to open up? didn't we just wait until everything is ready? Well, if you have a beautiful building that already looks really, really nice, why not open it and help, like, some people are already ready to do business, so why not open it for the people to do business?
Exactly.
You're letting a building sit there, but you're not generating any income to pay for it. So how are you going to pay for it if you don't open it and put businesses in there so that you can make some money in there? That I feel like that would just be like a lost opportunity or a missed opportunity to do that.
I feel like you guys are really passionate about this, but like the one thing that my question that I been doing a lot of research even prior to PAC is that in college I was doing a lot of research and found out that a lot of malls were like closing. They're not closing down really fast. Like I think they're gradually closing down. If they're not A tier lists, they're closing down. It's like 15, 20 malls per year. The United States closes down. So I was like, all right. So obviously the traditional malls are closing down. Just that model, because online shopping has like killed a lot of that stuff. But yeah, also we got to revitalize the malls. But yeah, like in the comment section, people like have bad negative comments, which I kind of boil down. I had to remove the negative stuff. They don't want like another flea market style. And it came to me that what you guys are trying to do is really hard, and not a lot of people in America, or at least the malls, they're not gonna. It's a hard problem to solve, because what you guys have is trying to create something that's not flea market style, but yeah, not traditional mall format, because those are dying too. You guys can't lean on that.
Nope.
But you guys gotta. How do you guys plan to eliminate both of the flea market style and not take the traditional route, yet create a unorthodox mall to solve that problem? Because you guys are trying to create like a social environment, social gathering place. So
that's correct.
It's not very done before, and I feel like if you guys do solve it, a lot of malls around the world are going to take some of that concept. Because I was wondering how, in terms of vision, how do you guys do that?
So
I think a lot of malls around the world do that, and I think we don't.
I'm talking about more like America, like just like your traditional mall.
Okay, don't get me wrong. We love America. America's great. Okay, guys, but if you have actually traveled outside the U.S., China, okay, Japan,
Thailand,
I don't know, like Korea, Dubai, any of those malls outside
people really
in the Asia side,
love
the malls are 100% different. They're exactly what. It's
not just like it's not a place to shop. It's an experience. It's
exactly
what they call it.
What we're building our place to be like.
You go and you know that you belong. That's what we're trying to bring.
Exactly,
here.
And that's what we're building. But it's not easy when it's not
easy
when
see the full picture.
Can't see the full picture, which is not their fault. Don't get me wrong; it's not their fault. It's really not their fault.
Have you heard of the Henry Ford's model? The thing that when he was inventing the cars. Back then, before they had cars, they if you ask people that rode horses, like, what would you want? They would just want a faster horse because they'd never seen a car.
Yeah.
So it's like you guys see the standard, like a higher version of this, but Hmong people in over here, we don't know what that is. All we always known as a horse, but in terms of like a different, better model, we don't know what that is.
I've also found too that a lot of people who do put those comments or say those comments, they don't follow us on our social media, so they don't see the stuff that we do. So I do invite them to follow us so that they can see that, we do events here. We do more than just have you here, but you have to be involved to kind of understand. You have to really want to know, to really understand that it's more than just a flea market and it's more than just a shopping center.
That's right.
We don't have a typical mall model. We want to be a place where people will go to and have fun. Because you can buy stuff online. That's great, but you can't bring people together. And that's what we want to do.
Yeah, I do have to say that, for the people that I guess can't see the vision yet, just be open-minded. Just really just be open-minded and just really think about it. Let's just say I'm open-minded and I see what PAC's trying to do, right? How will it work? How will it impact the community? Like if you just sit down and just really think about it, it works. It will click. It will just, it's like the puzzle that will just click and be like, oh wow, like okay, wow, Pac's doing this, and then it really works. It really does work.
Okay, don't get me wrong though. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. So if they see us as that, that's fine. That's up to them. But that doesn't stop us from keep on keeping on. Like, we're gonna keep doing what we want because we believe in the vision.
Yeah, we believe
We
in the
want
vision.
it to be a space where people
Yeah.
can come together. We
Yeah.
want it to be a space where, yeah, people can come, they can find all these things, and we wanted to make it accessible because essentially we want to be a space where it's going to be decorated beautifully. People can come and, you know, get everything they want. They can eat, they can try things from different places and really feel like they are in Asia, and they can have their whole family. It doesn't have to be like a couple of them because we already know how hard, like how expensive it gets to travel, right?
That's right.
You can't expect like 30 people to go and travel at the same time. But if we have Pan Asian Center up and running, we can do that. You know, you can have 30 of your family members in the same space experiencing the same thing, you know?
I also have to say that if you have the money and you want to take a shortcut and to skip Pan Asian's vision, fly to Thailand, fly to China, go visit their malls, you know, and then just think about it, like, holy
Wouldn't
crap,
it be so nice to have something like that
this
here?
you know. Don't,
Yeah.
you know, we're not competing. Don't get me wrong, we're not competing with Mall of America. Mall of
Yeah.
America is Mall of America. Okay,
Yeah.
Mall of America, they're big. They have things. It's different, and it's the Mall of America. You know, I mean,
It's here to stay. We
Here to
don't
stay.
want to be a part of
we're
that.
not gonna
but
be, you know.
wouldn't it be nice if instead of just coming to Minnesota for the Mall of America, you would also come for Pan Asian Center? And instead of people like just even if they are like coming from out of town, like internationally, wouldn't it be nice for them to come to like Pan Asian Center and experience like something that they feel that feels familiar, but also like, oh, this is different. Like this feels like home away from home.
One
Like,
thing
that would also be nice.
I'm sorry. One thing I realized that it took us like 30, 40 years to get to this spot. Because like not only you guys are doing this, but like you guys know Asia Mall.
Mm-hmm.
So they're making Asia Mall, and now they're making Asia Mall at around Coon Rapids,
Mm.
and now we're making Pan Asia. Like in terms of like what's going on in the broader picture of the Asian, like at least in Minnesota. Like why did it take us this long to get to here? Like, if people look at macro in terms of macro, like this wasn't possible 20 years ago. Why now? Like why are we seeing all these bigger scale projects coming up?
So to answer that question, first, they're the people that own the Asian Mall and other people like that, right? Asian Mall and other properties that are not in the Twin Cities, but like, you know, like Edina, for example, right? Or sorry, Eden Prairie.
It's one of those.
It's one of those.
It's,
It's-
Eden Prairie, I
towards
think.
that way.
Yeah. It's towards that direction.
It's towards that way. So like, it's great. It's great that they're here. It's great that they're here. Don't get me wrong. It's great that they're here. But they're really far out there. One, number two, they're right next to the Mall of America. So that's crazy competition. Which at the same time is not really competition because, you know, Mall of America is different and Asian Mall is different, right? But for us here, we're right in the heart of
Basically in the middle. St. Paul, Frogtown, Eastside St. Paul, Oakdale. Basically right in the middle.
right in the middle. And a lot of big Hmong people also live in Wisconsin, right? So just Highway 36 across, 94 across, literally to Wisconsin, right? And then people from Chicago, Hmong people live in, not live in Chicago, but it's literally just, you know, people just drive right to.
And this is more for just us Hmong people too, right? Like everyone in the area are like in the surrounding. We want it to be a center where everybody can come and feel like they belong. I think the reason why it took us so long, 30, 40 years, is probably just because
Let me
maybe
say it.
you want to say it?
Toua's vision actually was to do this already, but he never had I wouldn't say the foot soldier, but he never really had the help. So his kids grew up. Now the kids are, you know, done picking their nose. We're done with school. We're ready now. We're ready to really help. So now he's really, okay, if you guys are ready to help now, then let's jump on this big project because I'm not getting any younger, you know. I'm not getting, like Tua's words, I'm not getting any younger. So if we can do this, then this could be my last project, maybe, you know.
I think
Knowing
also,
him is not his last project, but it could be his last project, you know, like he was ready to retire,
he's ready to retire.
you know.
I think it takes a lot of people, like it took us so long because not a lot of people will put in all their time and efforts for something that they are not sure if it's going to work out or not.
Yeah.
For us too, we also don't know, but we're willing to take the risk, you know?
That's one thing I asked Thor. So basically, I was gonna ask him, but he's busy.
Yeah.
But I did ask him a little bit when he gave us a tour. We're all Hmong, right?
Yeah.
I asked him this directly. Are Hmong people? I know this concept is based for all Asians, and since you guys got here, I have seen more foot traffic, and because I used to work at Panda a few years back, and I haven't seen this much foot traffic in a while. I see a lot of Hmong vendors now. Upstairs, right next to where it used to be the Golden Gophers locker,
Oh, yeah.
has
yeah,
Hmong people now.
Next by Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of Hmong vendors. There's one downstairs where Foot Locker, across from Foot Locker, that's a Hmong spot now. But as a community as a whole, the people that don't see the vision or wants to see the vision or is not accepting it, because you know how some of our OGs in the old ways, we hold old things a lot. Is our community as Hmong people ready for something this big?
I would say
I think, you want to say?
yes, we are, and if we're not, then we have to be ready for it, because if no one's gonna do it, then who will?
Yeah.
You know, let's just say right now let's just say if we just sit here, right, and there's no tour, who in the Hmong community is willing to risk their whole basically legacy, their whole fortune that they built from ground up, started with food stamps. He started with food stamps, you know, and now he's off food stamps, trying to, you know, he built his legacy now, you know, that he's up here, right? Who's willing to do that? Take on this crazy big project with just banks on, you know, like loans and stuff like that on their back, you know, like who's willing to do that? I think
I think that our Hmong community is ready for something new, but maybe not quite ready yet to
I think
maybe, yeah.
I think it's too quick for some. I'm not saying all.
I
It's
think
too quick. What you guys are doing.
I think what they don't understand
it's
is
hard
that
for them to
we're
understand.
still in the very beginning,
Yeah.
but what they wanted was already the completed form. I think that's the thing that they can't get
They want
past.
that.
no, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what they can't get past.
They want to be there in 10 years. Like whatever you guys are trying to do in 10 years, they want it now.
yeah.
But our question is, in 10 years time, do you guys have the business concept? Because I'm not trying to knock out the people that are selling those stuff, but the thing is, like, how are you guys gonna, where are we gonna see like the products that it's gonna take by storm in America, like Nike?
I
or
want
like,
to see a Hmong clothing like
Right.
Aeropostale
Or like
Nike.
new technology too.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right.
Like-
So that's why creating a pack, it gives the small business owners, like individuals that they have a product that they know it's gonna blow up, but they don't know where to go turn to. They, you know, you can't do Hmongtown, can't do Hmong Village because they're not really quite mainstream.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a pack,
It
yes,
could be that.
it could be that.
Could
You
be
know,
that.
we could be that gate, that portal that you want to bring your perfect product, and the minute you go to pack, it could, and you get that shop open up and running, right? It could be that gate that just all of a sudden just blows up and your product shoots up, and you know, you're like, you know, you're that guy that
Yeah.
you know could
I
be opening
think
different.
it's also that fear of failure. Like,
Mm.
we don't know if it's going to work, so why do we try? We don't know if it's even going to happen. But for us, it's like, if you don't try, you don't know if it's going to work. You know?
Yeah.
So
I
why
go by the
not?
same model too.
What,
If you
I
don't
think
try, I
business
mean,
class
you will live the
teaches
same
us
day.
if we
yeah.
don't try, we're already 0%. You already failed, right? And
You
if
miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like there's a lot of us saying, you know.
That's why I was going back to like the horse. Like people don't know about cars yet, so like they already know, all they know is the Hmongtown, Hmong village, selling products, all that stuff. It's like, all right, and I feel like all the people that are attacking you guys, not really attacking you guys, they want something better. But for us Hmong people, we don't know what better is.
Yeah, we read the comments
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's not
So
attacking
we
you guys.
need to do
It's-
research.
no.
It's
Yeah.
not attacking.
No,
it's more like they
no, it's
want
great.
they
It's
want
just their
more.
opinion.
They want
They just
our
want
own,
more.
They want our own people to create new products
like-
that we have never seen before.
It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard for some people to express what they want,
Yeah.
Oh.
and then sometimes they say it the wrong way.
It's only a matter
No.
of time.
We get it.
Just,
A lot of it is because we just simply cannot do it yet because we have certain limitations for us, certain restrictions that we just can't get past yet. But that doesn't mean that it's not coming. It is. Like, I mean, if you think about it, we're like 4 months old. That's like telling a 4-month-old to like run, you know, when
Yeah.
a 4-month-old can't even crawl yet.
yeah, you want
So-
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
I
they
mean-
understand the storefront, but they don't understand the business side part.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Maybe.
why you guys are carrying not only your dreams, but you're carrying every Hmong people's dream, because this could be the cornerstone where every Hmong people can have an opportunity to create the next jobs, the next products that will expand just beyond Hmong people. I feel like right now you guys are carrying that, and it's very heavy.
It's a lot of weight
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
on you guys' shoulders.
Oh,
right
if
now.
you guys feel free to take some weight off our shoulders, you know. And
No.
maybe I wouldn't be slouching anymore. You know, I'd be like.
And
straight
I don't
like
think,
this.
I think for us too, we don't even see it that far.
But we don't.
Yeah. I mean, like, I see it, but I
And
think for me,
We don't hold it against anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
We-
everybody
you know.
is entitled to their own
Exactly.
opinion.
Yep.
We see everybody's opinions, and yes, we agree too. Like, we wanted to move forward, but we can't move forward if nobody is doing the groundwork, and we have to do the groundwork.
That's right.
But we're always open to having people come in and help us.
Yeah.
You're looking for
But like-
volunteers,
like-
people.
Volunteers.
Like I
Volunteers.
said, though, not a lot of people will do what we do. You know, not a lot of people will sacrifice their time like we do. Yes, it's our family. Yes, we have to do it. But it's because we also want to do it. It's
Yeah.
because we want to see this go through.
Thor said the same thing too when he was giving us a tour, and we were like, "Well, do you need help?" And he was like, "Well, I can't pay you guys." And we were like, "Well, we will just volunteer. If you need help moving stuff, setting stuff up, we see your vision. Me and Tou here, we see it. We told him directly. We're like, if you need help, we see your vision. You need help to. It doesn't. We don't need to get paid. Maybe sponsor us. No. But
Sneak peeks of stuff.
but other than that, I'm just joking. But I told him, like, if you need volunteers, just take our information. Just be like, hey, we're doing an event. You guys help. We'll look at our schedules. You guys need volunteers. We'll be there to help because we see the vision here. We want it to happen.
My form of payment is seeing the next level.
Yeah,
Seeing
Yeah.
what this format can take the Hmong people to the next level. Because to me, I'm those people. I want to see what's better.
I
I'm
want
not
to
gonna
see.
like talk
I
crap.
want to see
but
it. I want to see it be successful.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I do have to say something. Did you guys know that Hmongtown used to have a movie theater?
What?
Hometown?
No.
No, I did not know.
So
What, second building?
No, yeah. So there's the west building and then the east building. As you drive into our property, there's a building to the left and then the building to the right, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now the building to the right, only the long hallway, just none. The building wasn't even open yet, so it's just a long hallway. And then, at the end of the long hallway, you enter into a there's these yellow stairs that go down to I call it the room B. That's what we call it. But that room used to be no vendors and it's just black, pitch black. We put up a movie projector in there. I used to charge 25 cents, just 25 cents, like a quarter for kids to just go and watch the Jackie Chan films in there.
What?
Did you know that?
What?
I would have been in that room too.
Still doing it? No.
So, like, see, no one knows about it, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's,
I didn't even know about it. That
it-
was my first time hearing about it.
we have to start somewhere and we're slowly like starting. The community doesn't really know about the things yet, so if you do want to know more about PAC, really do come by and just talk. Like, come find me. You'll literally find me walking around. If you can't find me, my number is plastered around somewhere. You can definitely
Yeah.
call me, and then you want to know more about PAC, how you
I
want to
think-
help.
I think people all come in with the same mindset. Oh, it's another flea market until they talk to one of us, and then they're like, "Oh, okay,
Oh,
I
it's
see what you guys are
different, you know?
doing."
And it
We
just
understand
it takes
now.
just
Yeah.
we're friendly people. I'm not gonna be like, you gotta get out of here because you think it's like a flea market or like Hmongtown. No, it's not like that, guys. Just come talk to us. Yeah, we're
They're really friendly.
We're,
Always greeting every time we walk in there. This is like our 5th time here now.
Thank
basically
you
live here.
guys.
We
No,
We work here.
appreciate it.
Well,
Yeah, we work here now.
We're
But-
regulars.
So yeah, I guess.
But now you guys got
more to come.
Macy's open, and pretty soon you guys are gonna have this open. What are you guys' future events and projects?
We have a lot of events actually. So I think next week we're gonna have the Kaboom TCG, the Pokemon cards and
Oh, okay.
sports cards and collections. They're gonna be coming again the weekend of the 30th and the 31st. So they'll be on the second floor. They'll be doing that. In October, do we have? I don't know if we have something in September. I think we have. Well, obviously we have Illuminate in this building starting in October 3rd to the 1st. Can I talk about Illuminate?
Yeah.
It's so cool. Okay.
Promotion.
Yeah.
So we have some partners from Georgia. They're called Illuminate Festival of Lights, and they wanted to bring their lanterns up here to share the light because they started this whole thing because they lost their second daughter when she was 2 months old, just around like the holidays, and so she wasn't even one yet. They realized like, oh, we won't be able to celebrate her first birthday, her first Thanksgiving, her first Christmas, and they're just like, geez, what do we do? So then they figured they saw the Chinese lantern lights. I think they have like villages in China where there's just like villages of like these huge Chinese lantern lights, and they thought like, wow, this could be like a tribute to our daughter. And so they decided to bring all that here. So all the lanterns that they made were handcrafted by Chinese artisans. Like they had to weld all the metal and everything, put the silk and everything on there, go and spray paint every single piece. So all the lanterns are all like different. Yeah, they're all unique in their own way. And they put that in Georgia, and they're like, this is it. This is what this is for our daughter. And so every year for like during the holidays they always host it, and it brings a lot of families together. And so what started off as like a tribute for their daughter really brought together the community, really brought people together. People look forward to it every single year, and it was just like really heartwarming to see how much it had impacted people and bring something new. And so that's why they were like, okay, let's bring that to Minnesota. And that's why we have the lanterns up here, because we wanted to also show the community something new. You know, these are Chinese lanterns. They also have like a Chinese acrobatic show. It'll be like the weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then during Thanksgiving Eve, Christmas Eve, then we'll be open too, and there will be other performances and then other pop-up vendors as well, and a kids play area. So it's gonna be very, very fun.
Nice.
But we want everybody to come and see because it's really cool.
And
It is a ticketed event, and tickets are on sale right now for early bird tickets. So
Like 20
Looks
bucks.
like we're
for adults,
volunteering to get it
We're
for free.
volunteering.
Yeah. But
we are
you
looking.
know,
So
if you guys want to like, I did read a comment. It looks like Chinese knockoffs, whatever, lights in here. But one, we're in a building and it's really
when it's
hard,
outside, it
and
looks
it's-
really nice.
I think it
but
looks
we're,
great.
It's great.
But
When
we're
we-
really restricted.
When
we're
we
really
first walked in
restricted,
here,
so we can only do
we were
as
like,
much
it's great.
as we can within limitations, right? And it's also a POC, proof of concept. So if it works during the winter, then for sure that they're gonna be able to do it bigger and bigger and bigger in the future. Our partners Illuminate, they have big plans, but they can only do POCs. Smaller stuff first, proof of concept. POC is proof of concept. And Illuminate is they're really good. Great couple. Feel free to look them up on YouTube. They did from what I know is they did a show in Georgia, and they took over the parking lot, the Delta parking lot in Georgia. And they had like 70,000 people that came in.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, right? And they didn't do it over the span of like 3 months like this. No. They did it literally. They only had like maybe like
No, they did it for a couple weekends, probably November to December, probably like a couple months too, like November to January.
yeah, but 3 months we're doing. They just said that it was a lot different up here, especially we're indoors and outdoors. They do everything outdoors, not indoors. So
So we have some limitations.
Have some limitations, and when you do it inside, you have to again you have to meet fire codes and all that stuff like that. But anyways, Illuminate is a great lantern show and or a night show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good experience because then you also don't have to worry about being outside in the cold for your kids.
Yeah, October's
You
cold.
know,
October 3rd, people. October 3rd.
November, December, those. I mean, it's a little bit warmer now because global warming. But you still don't have to worry about, oh, if we take our kids to go and see like Christmas lights, then they might get really, really cold. Whereas if you come here, at least they'll be inside, so the temperature is controllable, and they'll still be able to see some really beautiful lanterns and some like really good local performances, along with like the headlining Chinese acrobats. Like, I don't know about you, but I can't be flipping. I can't flip tables on my feet. So if you could do that, good for you. But for
Where can
me,
they find
I
the
cannot.
tickets? On the Panasia page, or
They
is it?
can go to illuminate-us.com, and then there's like a ticket button where it will bring them to a separate ticketing site.
Okay.
Are
Mhm.
there tickets to purchase here too, or
It's all online.
all
Oh,
online?
all online, and then when they get here, they can purchase at the door, but it will still be like they would just have to go online and buy it online,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
come in. Yeah,
All right.
but I mean, if you buy it now, you don't have to pay more later. So
So this is a new segment. We're getting near the end of the podcast. I call this. You guys are going to be the first one on it.
oh my goodness,
It's a hot seat.
Okay.
So it's dropped
Wait.
the mic hot seat.
what does
Okay.
it mean, hot seat? Like, do we have to
Oh,
answer like rapid
questions.
fire?
Yeah.
Oh,
rapid
man.
question.
So quick round, fire round, short answers only. One thing you would change about the Asian community, not the Hmong, but the Asian community. Hmongtown, if you want to put it in, how they view this place.
Oh, critiquing everything like with no background knowledge.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
All right, a mistake that you made, a mistake that you did that made you stronger.
Dang.
Work wise, life wise, doesn't matter.
Having kids, I guess. No, they're not a
Having
mistake.
kids make a
Nope,
mistake?
they're not a mistake. Nope, I take
We're
that
gonna
back.
edit that out.
Can
Edit
you
that
do
out.
Yeah, you can edit that
Cut
out.
that out.
You can edit that out.
I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but maybe it just like it makes us stronger.
Yeah, it does make us
Yeah.
stronger though. It does. It really did make us stronger.
I think my mistake is probably not putting in more work when I was younger, which makes me stronger now because I have to work a lot harder. So it makes
That's
me
all of
stronger.
us. We did not try
Yeah.
harder when we were
I
younger.
think really I was stuck in a period where I was in a very like victim mindset, thinking like, yeah, I've been working really, really hard a lot of my life, so why can't I just rest right now? But I now realize like, damn, I could have been putting in a lot of work, and I could have be resting now if I had put in a lot of work before.
All right. So the
Yeah.
next one is if when you're not at PAC or at Hmongtown, what's the number one thing that helps you relax? Or what do you do to help you relax?
Oh man, if we're not a pack, we are. I mean, I guess it helps Lily relax a little bit. Cleaning the house.
Oh yeah, I love cleaning.
Oh man,
I
our
just
house
love
has
organizing.
no TLC at the moment.
Yeah,
We literally wake up so early, go to work, and then
a
get off
perfect
work
day
so
would be
late. come
cleaning
back
the house
home.
and then opening up a book and reading. That would be like my perfect day. But of course, we have kids, so I can't have that. So
Yeah.
probably like playing with my kids.
My perfect day would be gaming,
Yeah.
no distractions, but of course, like
Everybody has responsibilities.
everybody has responsibilities.
All right. If PAC disappeared tomorrow, how would you guys feel, and how would the community lose? What would the community lose if PAC or Hmongtown just disappeared?
If we disappeared, I don't think anybody. I feel like some people would notice, but some people would be like, "Oh, they were a thing," you know. For PAC, at least for
Yeah.
PAC. Okay, for PAC would be like, "Oh, like the people that didn't really see the big vision." They'd be like, "Oh wow, like we definitely could have actually had an actual Hmongtown, like an actual Hmongtown." I mean, for Hmong, just for our Hmong people, we could have actually had a Hmongtown, Maplewood Mall was our backyard. We would drive here and be like, that's where I got my first girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was that place. But now it's, if we really did like lose it, then it's, then people probably wouldn't even notice. But yet, I mean, I'm just saying for Pac, but for Hmongtown, man, it's one of the big community hub in in St. Paul, and it's right now. So you guys know the Korean community.
Mm.
So now the Korean community was where Baemong used to be when Baemong was first in the U.S.
I felt that way too. I'm glad that you said it, because I thought I was the only person who thought of that
you're
too.
right. No, that's correct thinking. So, Baemong, when Hmong people first landed in the U.S., we were right where the Korean community was, and then now that we, over time, education, and kids wanted to be more than 9 to 5. They wanted to pursue different jobs and stuff like that, right? And then eventually open up paths, and then now Baemong is like up here, and then the Korean community, they just got to where Baemong used to be down here, but they're explosive. They already have Korean grocery stores, and they already have Korean realtors. They already have police officers, so they're moving fast. They're really moving fast, which is great. It's really good. But Hmongtown is a lot of support from the Korean community, and still from Baemong community now, which is great, because without you guys, Hmongtown wouldn't be where it is.
Shout out to the Koreans.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that if Pac disappeared tomorrow, I would be really heartbroken. But also, I can't stay in the past. I got to keep moving forward. Probably will make something for myself.
We'll probably sell
but
everything.
I
and
think
move to
that
Thailand.
what the community would lose is the opportunity to prove people wrong. Because I feel like people are always saying how we can't do it, but it's we can't do it without people's support. So if it's not there, then we lose the opportunity to to prove people wrong. Yeah, we could have had a place like this, but because it's no longer here, we cannot prove people.
We
Yeah.
cannot prove it.
It's
Prove where we want to be.
a little off topic, but it's a little sad when you ask other people, "Oh, what are Hmong people?" Most will be like, "Oh, they drink and fight."
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's what we do, but that's what I see a lot of people
Yeah.
say. "Oh, those Asians just drink and fight," and
That's why I always tell
That's it.
people, that's all the bad stuff.
we're more than that.
Everybody has bad stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that's
Everybody
just
has bad
a
stuff.
stereotype that came with it, but I think probably it's just because all the good things are not highlighted.
Yeah,
And that's where we kind of fall short, is those things are not highlighted enough, and people tend to focus on all the negatives, especially even for critiques too. Like you see one small bad review, and then that just escalates, but it's one really good thing, and people are just okay, cool, and then they don't acknowledge it or say anything. And I think that's where it is. So even if people don't say anything particularly good, they still think good things, but it's just not said. Whereas for the people who maybe don't have the nicest things to say, people are just yeah, oh yeah, so happy that you were saying that, because I felt that too, and da da da, and then it just kind of explodes. Switch. I'm just okay.
Well, with that, it'll be the out. I thank you guys for giving us the inside scoop. When I first saw this place, I saw the potential, and I wanted to do a podcast with you guys because I want to see what makes your mind tick.
yeah. And to the listeners, I hope after this podcast, if you guys do watch it or listen to it in any way, shape, and form, hope you guys see Pan Asian Center as in a different view and perspective, instead of just another flea market or Hmongtown or Hmong Village 2.0. If you're still not sure, you can always stop by and ask these beautiful people here of what Pan Asian Center really is.
Yeah, we could definitely tell you guys a little more about it. It's public information. Just come ask us. We'll definitely share you guys the vision.
Yeah.
It's
We're open and willing. We're friendly.
The more support we have, the bigger we can be. And what does it take? Do I have to bring out my big old pot of nzua that I have to make for everybody? We can't drink on.
Who's getting married?
Yeah, we can't drink on the premises. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, no, seriously, we can't drink on premises. But do I have to really bring out my big pot of food to cook so I can get the
With
whole
some
community to
sweet
come here?
pork.
You know,
But
but
lunch. No,
yeah.
you need permits for that.
we do need permission. For it. But yes, there's a big vision. If you're really wanting to know more, just definitely come on by. We'll definitely have a chat with you. We're
Yeah.
not scary people.
And don't think that this is the final form. It's not. And even if it seems like things are not progressing, trust me, things are. I feel like we've done so much in 4 months, but I think people only see like a little glimpse or the tip of the iceberg, and there's so much underneath.
Yes, it's evolving really fast. Like I said, it's my 5th time here in a week. But
Every single time you come, you'll see something different. I promise you.
also shout out to Mr. Producer San over there. If you are looking to be a content creator or want to do a podcast like how I am doing now, you go to created.gg. And also shout out to Pan Asian for allowing us to be in their facility and shooting this podcast. Do you guys have any inspiration like for people who wants to do something like this, like really quick, if they're too scared to do something? Do you guys have anything to tell them, like shoot for their dreams, do whatever?
Well, we don't know if we're gonna live tomorrow, so
Yeah.
just
You
gotta
just do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, then you really failed. And if you did do it, and then you failed, then you know that you can learn from your mistakes of why it failed.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, for me, a year from now, do you want to be in the same position, or a year from now, do you want to look back and think like, wow, I did all that and now I'm finally here?
Correct.
Because trust me, a year ago, I would not have thought that I would be in this position, doing all these things, taking on all these roles. But here I am. I'm like the person who I've always wanted to be, which is somebody who is confident, who is brave, who is wanting to do things, who's connecting with people. And I'm doing all that right now. That's everything that I wanted a year ago. And I'm living my dream. I get to connect with so many people. I get to make so many dreams come true. People come by. I see kids light up when we're doing our events. I mean, it's unimaginable. Like, you don't know unless you try. I feel like I tried and now I'm here, and there's a lot more that I still have to work on, but at least I tried and I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. So why not? Why not
Alright.
for you too?
Sorry, and with that, this will be the end of the episode. I'll turn on my mic with Pan Asian Center. Thank you.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
us.